All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, my people. Hey, my people. Oh my God. Look, guys, I'm in my new studio. I am very excited about tonight. I haven't been live and I don't know, but I'm working on my studio. So it's gonna be something right here. And I got some new things. Let me show you. Show you. Okay, y'all know I'm joking around, but if you are on I am live on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn don't have one, but I am live everywhere. So if you want to see what's going on the screen, go to my YouTube channel, go click on the YouTube link or the Instagram channel, and go catch me over there. You can catch me on TikTok, whatever, because TikTok is a hater. So I don't always be doing that. But in either case, you're still gonna get the information tonight. Tonight, we are talking about something I am trying to get other people to realize. Hold on, y'all. I am trying to get other people to realize it's a real thing. And it's called government contracting. And guess I keep trying to tell y'all, I keep trying to tell people that you do not need experience to be a government contractor, but y'all don't wanna believe me. You got people out there making hundreds of billions of dollars in government contracts, all these businesses getting in on the while y'all just sitting there twiddling your thumbs watching me or watching other people talk about government contracting, y'all still haven't got into it. Tonight, I wanna know 2 things: why and why not? That's what I wanna know. Okay. So if y'all can answer those questions to me, go ahead and put them in the chat, put them in the comments. I'm gonna be reading your comments. I'm gonna be posting comments on here. Go ahead and do that because tonight we're gonna get into it. I wanna let you know that guess what? You do not need to be experienced to be a government contractor. I don't care what nobody said. I don't care what your mama said. I don't care what your brother said. I don't care what the person, Google person on TikTok, Instagram said. You don't need experience to be a government contractor. Okay? Before I get into it, if y'all could go ahead and just put something in the comments. Hold on, I ain't even got my comments up. Okay. If y'all can go ahead and just put anything in the comments to let me know y'all can hear me. I wanna make sure y'all hear what I'm saying tonight. I'm using a new setup. I got a new mic. I got a new, uh, soundboard. Still used but I wanna know that y'all can hear me. So go ahead and put in the comments, "Yes, you can hear me." Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all heard that laugh too, 'cause don't be making uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright, I just lost connection on YouTube. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Just stay with me. Just stay with me on YouTube, Instagram. Uh, alright, hold on. Let me close out. Stop. Okay, okay. Alright, don't I'm still here. I'm still here, y'all. Don't it's gonna come back. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second. It's always I was doing good. But y'all can still see me. I'm still here. I'm still here, okay? Hold on, give me a second. Let me fix the camera. And guys, remember, anything y'all wanna talk about tonight, I am ready. I am here to talk about and discuss. Who else is oh, nobody. Why you can't see me? I don't know. I don't wanna switch to the regular camera. Okay, guys, give me oh man, see this is going good, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. Mind you, I've been testing this all day, and all of a sudden don't wanna work. Hold on. You don't want that view. I want other view. Okay, so okay, wait, hold on. I did something. Well, at the time, I don't like this view. I want my other view. So we're gonna get it back. But in the meantime, between time, let's get into it. Okay. Government contracting is hard thing to alright? It is for everybody. Whether you believe it or not, it really is. Anyone can be a government contractor. I mean, any your little baby sister, anybody that as long as you can have a business, you can be a government contractor, okay? Guys, give me one more second, please, please, please. I really want my camera doing it. Alright, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, I think I fixed it. There we go. Alright. Woo! We back. Okay. Alright. So thank y'all for waiting. I really appreciate it. Okay, we back. Alright, so once again, anybody can get us a government contract. It does not have to be not have to be for people who have, have worked for the government or who have extensive experience on procurement and all that other stuff. It can be for anybody who come up with it and think, "Hey, this is something I promise you." Okay? So let's get into it. Once again, if you have questions, go ahead, drop them in the chat. I will be posting some of these questions on live, okay? And I will be answering whatever questions you have. Do not be afraid to ask questions. I love questions. Please, please do not be afraid to ask questions. All right, let's get into it. So, I wanna tell y'all how much money the government is spending right now. Y'all don't even realize how much money the government is well, with this administration, you might realize what the government is spending. The government spends billions of billions of dollars on government contracts every single month, every single year. Well, I hope not $1 a month, but every single year, the government is spending money on government contracts. And guess what? Every single business that's a business that know about government contracts are getting a piece of that pie. I want y'all to get a piece of the pie. That's why I'm here tonight. I'm here to let you know that there's money out there that the government is spending, the government has to get rid of because it's allocated. And guess what? You can get a piece of the pie. I promise you, you can get a piece, okay? So, once again, the government spends billions of dollars a year on government contracts. What is a government contract? Well, let's talk about it. You know how we get bridges built, we get done and houses built and government agencies stocked and cleaned. Government contracts is anything that runs the USA. When I say anything, I mean anything. Lawn care, horse training, like everything, anything you can imagine that there is a company for, government contracting does it. I promise. There is nothing out there that you haven't thought of that doesn't have a government contract. I haven't seen everything, but my point is government contracting is everything. Anything that runs this US, that's what government contracting is. And the thing is, the government can't do it itself. They just can't. So they need businesses like us to provide services because they just can't do it themselves. I don't even think they want to. So they get small businesses like me and you. Hopefully, y'all register to stand by gov. We're gonna go over that a little bit tonight. We do the work for them. That's how you get government contracts. Now, everybody has heard the term government contractor, right? Everybody heard that term, but I'm a little different. So when I started doing this, I did not want to be called a government contractor because it just sounded bulky. Everybody called it, everybody named Mama used it, and I just didn't want to do it. So I coined the term, and y'all may have heard this, and if y'all heard it outside of me, they stole it from me because I made it up. Federal concierge. That's what I am. I am a federal concierge. Now, you may be asking, what the hell is a federal concierge? What is that? Well, I'm gonna break it down to you today. So once again, what I tell you, government is billions of dollars a year on government, right? Um, they utilize small businesses and large businesses to provide those goods and services. The government asks for everything. No matter what it is, whatever it is to run this USA, that's what they're asking for. There's 2 type of contractors. There's I mean, and this is not official, this is my explanation so people can understand. There are 2 type of government contractors. A government contractor, which is a person who may have a job, may have a company, and they use that company to provide a service for the government. Niche down because if you're HVAC services, you're only looking for HVAC contracts. If you're a landscaping, you're only looking for landscaping. So that is a government contractor. If you're in weapons or chemicals, you're only looking for those type of things. So that's a government contractor, somebody who works within their niche, works within their field, and looks for government contracts based on that. Okay? Now, okay, on the other hand, a lot of other people who are learning to do it this way am a federal concierge. Okay, you see how that flows off your tongue? Federal concierge, okay? I am a federal concierge. Now, what a federal concierge is a person who partners with other companies. So partners with federal contractors, mind you, AKA subcontractors. We partner with them who may not even know about government contracts, so never even heard of it, and didn't even know it exists, just like a lot of y'all. We partner with them to provide the service that the government is looking for, while we run the contract. So a lot of people know it as the middleman strategy. That's how I learned it when I was learning it. But I had to evolve, so I consider it a federal concierge. I connect the government to the people, or not really to the people. I connect the government to the things that they want. Okay, they need, socks. I find a vendor that can provide me socks. I I sell it to the government pays me, and I pay the vendor. Okay? So one thing said, you know already, that don't take experience. Can you talk on the phone? Can you get a quote? Can you have a relationship with somebody? Can you be professional? That's the only experience that you need. That doesn't take years of college or specialized training. It doesn't. It takes those 4 skills. The majority of people have those skills already, right? Okay. So that's what a federal concierge is. We provide the goods and services that the government needs. We use total small businesses, or we use businesses to get the service while we manage the contract. So while the person and subcontractor is out there doing the work, we're wherever your company, business office is, sitting at the office, searching for more subcontractors to provide more work for the government, or to provide more services for the government. That's all I do. I'm not I don't set foot on the site. I don't travel for it. I have contracts, or I can get contracts out of the state, out of the country, okay? We don't have to just only be in the state that we're in. I have contracts outside of my state. I have not gone out the country yet because at the time difference, I'm not really feeling that right now. But when I do, I will, okay? So that is what a federal concierge is. So now you guys know what a federal concierge is. And guys, once again, if you're joining me on TikTok, if you wanna see my screen and everything, you can go to my YouTube channel and go ahead and join me there, because I will be sharing my screen with some things, okay? But if you guys have questions, go ahead and put it in the comments. I will read the comments later, and we will get the questions. But that is a federal concierge. That's what we do, plain and simple, right? So now that you know what a federal concierge is, let's talk about why you don't need experience to take the action. So this is how it works. Let me break it down. Break it down. Let it break me on down. I think that's a Bone Harmony. I think. Let me know in the comments if I was right. I think that's a Bone Thugs. Anyway, this is why you don't need experience, right? And before I explain why, let me say this also, because a lot of people I have gotten this question before. "Hey, do I need I got a record. Can I still do this with a record? Can I still do this with a" I do the I'm not good at the thing is this, the government doesn't care. I mean, it's kind of the government doesn't care who you are. They don't care about you. Take care that your company is reputable, that it's in good standing, and that they can provide the service that they're asking. That's all the government cares about. So you as an individual, your past, your history, as long as you ain't still shady, hopefully. But as long as you're still not shady, the government does not care who you are. So for those out there who like, man, I need work, I need something with my life, this is it right here. This is it right here. Okay? Nothing is holding you back except yourself. All right? So let's talk about why you don't need experience. So let me break it down how it works. So the government requires you to provide some type of good of service, right? We're gonna go on sam.gov, sam.gov, please write that down, sam.gov, and we're going to go look for what the government is looking for. We are actually going to go search for what the government wants. That's our job as a federal concierge. We're gonna go search what they want. Now, when you go on sam.gov, hold on, let me slow down. Let me tell you, don't get overwhelmed. There are millions of solicitations in sam.gov, millions, okay? But don't get overwhelmed because one, all of them are not gonna apply to you. Two, a lot of them have already passed or expired. Three, some of them are only for certain people that you wouldn't even qualify for, okay? And four, you can't bid on all of them all at once. So don't get overwhelmed. I promise you, I promise you, you're gonna find the one that fits you. Now you're gonna be asking, well, if there are millions of solicitors out there, how do I know which one to pick? Easy. Y'all wanna see what I do to pick a solicitation? It's very, very, very intricate. I was like, come in a little closer, because I'm gonna tell y'all what I do to pick solicitation. You ready? Here we go. Any, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If you holla, let him go. Any, meeny, miny, mo. And I pick it. I swear, that's what I do. I just pick one. Because guess what? As a federal concierge, I'm not doing the work. I'm not doing the work. I don't care what it is that I'm going to be doing. I'm gonna get somebody else to do the work. Okay? So, government has a need. We go on sam.gov, we pick a solicitation that we're gonna work. We make sure that we qualify for it. So, before I say this, I know a lot of you guys are out there like, "Yeah, I've been in sam.gov for years and years, and I never bidded on anything because I'm waiting for the certification." Certification? You don't need no certification. You don't need a certification to do this. I don't care what nobody tell you. Yes, I will say having certifications can help you get to a smaller room. That's all it does, help you get into a smaller room. It does not help you win. It does not help you, like, somehow have some type of magic juice or something. It just puts you in a smaller room of people to bid on, and the likelihood of you winning is higher because you have a smaller pool of people. But it's not a magic key, okay? So if you're waiting for a certification right now, stop it. Stop it, because you don't need it, alright? I have 0 certifications. I'm only total small business, and I have won over 20 plus contracts. I'm just telling you, that's what it is, alright? So, government needs something, we go to sam.gov, we pick a solicitation, right? We go through the solicitation. Now, this is the part everybody gets confused on. "I don't know what to say. I don't know what to look for. It's too much. Um, I don't understand it." I get it. You're brand new. There's a lot of government jargon in it. You're not gonna get a lot of stuff. The only thing you need to look for is what they need done, okay? Look for something called the instruction the scope of work. That basically tells us what the government wants. We want lawn care services every 3 weeks, cutting this on this much amount, whatever. Whatever the government's asking for, that is what we're gonna go look for, right? So you're gonna take once you read the scope of work and read it. I don't be wanting to read. I be like, how you it's like a story, but read it. Once you read it and you have an idea of what they're looking for, now is the part of the federal concierge. You're going to go look or subcontract to do the work. Where do I go look for now? Well, let me tell you, Google Maps. You can go to Google Maps, look for the area of the work that needs to be done, and go find somebody to do it, and guess what? All you gotta do is type in, lawn care we can use lawn care 'cause lawn care services in the LA area, 7 6 whatever, whatever, zip code, and then guess what? It's gonna pop up a whole list of people. You know what you do next? You're gonna call those people. You're gonna ask them, "Hey, can you provide these services that I need, and how much is it gonna cost?" That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Now, some of them this is another part that gets people. Some of them will get back to you, some of them will ignore you, some of them will make you run around. You have to decide how much, crap that you're willing to go through to get this quote. Believe me, everybody goes through it, even the most experienced people. I be like, "Why are you a business if you don't want business?" Like, and I'm not about to chase people to give you money. I don't do that. So, once you get the quote from the person, right? Once you've called all your subcontractors, I always recommend getting at least 3 quotes. 3 quotes. Mind you, once again, this has nothing to do with experience. We talking things you can do regularly without having experience because you don't need experience to take this action, okay? You don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, once you get the quote from the people I'm breaking the game down how it works, y'all, so I hope y'all paying attention. Once you get the quote from the people, you're gonna take that quote and this is the fun part, y'all. This is the fun part. You're gonna take that quote, you're gonna review it to make sure it's right, it got everything it's supposed to have, and now you get to pay yourself. And when I say pay yourself, I don't mean physically, I'm saying you get to now put money on top of that quote. That's how we make our money. Remember, we're not doing the work. We're not doing the work. So, therefore, if we're not doing the work, the physical labor, because we are doing some work, we're just not doing the physical labor. If we're doing, um, the admin work, I need to get paid for that. I'm not doing that for free. I'm not doing that for free. So, you're gonna put your money on top. How much money am I putting on top, Tranelle? That's a great question. It don't matter. Now, I say there's 3 type of bidders. So, if you're one of my students, you know my saying. If you've been to my workshop, you know what I say, about the different type of bidders. But honestly, it don't matter what you put on top, 'cause Imma tell you, what did I just say in the beginning? The government spends billions of dollars on government contracts. And let me tell you something, not only do they spend billions of dollars, they waste a lot of money. Why not get a piece of that? I'm just saying, why not get a piece of that? Alright? So, get your quote, put your money on top. Put your money on top. Whatever you wanna put on top, you put on top. Now that you got your money on top, you got the quote, then you're going to add whatever else the government has asked you, because you can't just submit a quote and think it's alright. The government is gonna give you instructions on how to submit. That's another thing y'all be worried about. I don't know how to submit, like, how do I go about submitting? Who I contact? The government is gonna tell you who to contact. I promise. I don't know why I did the government will tell you who to contact, alright? They're gonna tell you. So, you're gonna get your quote, put whatever other information you have on there, put it in a nice pretty package, a nice PDF, neatly and everything, and then you're gonna send it off to the government. The government is then gonna take their time. They may be, trying to do this really quickly, or they may be, like, 3 months, 4 months out. And let me say this, y'all, this is the part that kills people. If y'all seen my series, My Journey as a Federal Prosecutor, I need you to watch that because it talks about this. Do not wait after you submit a proposal for an answer, 'cause the government could take a long time to get back to you. I've had a contract one time, a solicitation proposal I submitted, and it took them 6 months to get back to me. A lot of y'all sit there and y'all submit a proposal, and you know you do that, and you wait, you don't do anything else until you hear back. That is a waste of time. It will make you give up. It will discourage you. It will make you want to quit. Okay? Don't do that. Submit and forget. For y'all my students, y'all know my saying to make forget follow up, right? Submit, forget, okay? Forget the proposal that you submitted, but submit it and then move on to the next thing. So the process I just talked about, finding a subcontract, going to government doc, stamp like a station, find a subcontract, getting a quote, put your money on top, submitting. You just rinse and repeat that over and over and over and over until you finally get that call or that email that says, "Congratulations, you've been awarded whatever, whatever, whatever." Once again, what experience have I talked about? I'm gonna say any that requires any type of major education. So why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Okay, so now y'all know the process. The government will take a look at the proposals, they'll pick the proposal that they wanna go with, and then they'll contact you and say, "Congratulations, you won," and then you get with your subcontractor, y'all, figure out the logistics, they go do the work. The subcontractor invoices you, now y'all gonna be asking, "Well, that subcontractor that want money up front, blah, blah, blah." Guess what? You pay how the government pays you. Government pays you a net 30, you pay the subcontractor a net 30. And I don't even want to hear people talk about, "But what if the subcontractor don't wanna do it?" Well, guess what? If the subcontractor was bidding on this, they would still have to wait 30 days. Everybody knows the government don't pay right on, I mean, not on time. They don't pay quickly. You have to wait. So guess what? Subcontractor, I promise y'all, the subcontractor understands this and they're okay with it. 'Cause they know the government is good for it, and you get it. So don't even worry about payment. Okay, you can explain all of that to your subcontractor. And then uh, get your quote, submit it, the government will let you know if you want or not. All right. Let me tell you something, y'all. I always say this is not a get rich quick type of thing, but it's easy to start. You don't need no experience. All you need is time, and you can do this whenever you want. You can still have another job and do this while you're winning hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars on government contracts. I'm not lying, y'all. I have the proof. There are so many people out there that has the proof that will tell you the same thing. Y'all just wondering, is it for you? And my answer is yes. If you want something better, yes. You wanna know why? Because it only takes one contract to change everything. I remember when I was going to my, when I was in my training program and we had monthly calls and stuff or weekly calls, and there was a lady on there who had won her first government contract. She was a teacher. She was a teacher, and she won her first government by doing what I just told you guys to do. I think originally she would make like 45,000 a year or something like that. Her contract that she won, she was going to make 70 something thousand dollars a year. I think it was a 5-year contract. 70 something thousand dollars a year for getting a quote and managing a contract. She was crying, she was praising God, she was going crazy because this type of thing could change your life. It only takes one contract. Okay, yes, the government has a lot of small contracts, but they also got a lot of big, and it only takes one big one to change everything. I promise you, when you start bidding and you win your first government contract, especially if it's a multi-million dollar contract, I had a friend or I know of somebody who won their first contract, but it was giving them like 20, $30,000 a month. They went crazy. And if they watch it, they know who I'm talking about. They went crazy. They didn't know what to do because that type of money is 100% possible. People ask me, "How much can I make doing this? How much can I get doing this?" And I always tell them, "Listen, I really cannot answer that question really just depends on how much you submit. How much you submit, meaning how many you submit, how many proposals you submit. 'Cause the number is infinite. I know somebody who makes $1,000,000 a month. $1,000,000 a month. Are you kidding me? I do. I know somebody that does that 'cause I do be counting it. So the amount of money that you can make is infinite. So what I'm saying is, you know it only takes one check. Y'all know y'all be wishing, "Man, please, if I could just get a sign, if I could just win one thing, if I could just one thing. This could be your one thing, and you still not making a move. Tell me why. Please tell me why. Tell me, okay? So, one contract can change your life, your entire life. Now, if you don't believe me, it's okay. I get it. You know, you may have been following me. You may have, seen my progress. May, may not still may not believe me. I don't want the type of audience to just believe everything that I say. Go research. Go look me up. Go look at my business. Go look at all the contracts that I've won. Go do your research. But if you do believe me, but you got questions, you wanna know a little bit more, y you just, like, got an itch in your whatever. It's like, I feel it and I can see it, but, I just want a little bit more. Listen, don't take my word for it. Go do your research. Go look it up. Go see how much money the government spends every single year, okay? Go look I think it's I don't know if this website is still there, usaspending.gov. Go see all of the contracts that other businesses have won. Yes, all the people on social media talking about government contracts and all that other stuff, go check them out. Go see if they're telling the truth. I have no reason to lie to you. I have no benefit in lying to you other than me wanting to give you information that could change your life. I know that sounds like your whatever, like TGIF, but I'm serious, alright? Listen, if you wanna learn more, like, wanna go a little bit deeper dive into what government contracting is, how it works, I'm hosting a webinar this Saturday, a free webinar. Go to the link in my bio. If you're on YouTube, you can go to my Instagram page, or you can go to the Proposal Pro Academy dot okay, hold on, let me pull it up. Pull it up, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. The Proposal Pro Academy I don't know why I look like that. The Proposal Pro Academy.com, and go reserve your seat for the webinar this Saturday. What this webinar will do is go over everything we just went over. It will tell you the 5 steps to submitting, okay, which I kinda briefly went over, but it'll show you the 5 steps to submit. It will, break down how the process works with the subcontractor, the benefits of being a federal concierge, how much the government spends, and why you are not claiming your government contract. Because once again, guys, everybody deserves a government contract. You just have to know how to go after, and that's what I'm gonna explain this Saturday. So go ahead to the proposalproacademy.com, go to the bottom and go register. Get your ticket not ticket, reserve your seat because it's free. Saturday, 7 PM to 8 PM, okay? That's what we're doing here. And come learn, because I am here to show you everything. I wanna show you everything, alright? This is the way to do it. So go ahead to the proposalproacademy.com, go register, or you can go to if you're watching on TikTok or Instagram, go to the link in my bio, go register for the webinar tonight, for Saturday. All right? Now, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I really appreciate you guys joining me. This is my first time being in this studio, and y'all gonna see the studio grow. I'm very excited about it. Okay. I'm gonna see if anybody got any questions before I get up out of here because I'm thirsty. Hold on, let me get it. And I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get up out of here. But let me answer any questions that I see. So if you got questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat right now because I'm about to get up out of here. But guys, guess what? I will be going live every single day this week. I can't believe I'm doing that 'cause I never really did it. I did it, but not really. I will be going live every single day, probably around this time, 8 o'clock. I think I'm gonna keep 8 o'clock. Make sure you follow. What am I talking about? I ain't even asked you that yet. Make sure you please subscribe and follow me right now. If you're not following me, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, so you can catch my live for the rest of the week. Because we're gonna be talking about different topics all week. This is right now was just letting you know, guys, you don't have to have experience to do this. I got you. You good. All right. So hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. I really would appreciate it. All right, let me go answer some questions so I can get up out of here and go eat some food. All right, so we got some questions. All right, let's see. What's up, True? True says, when you pay your sub, do you send them a check? Great question, True. Great question. Let me tell you how it works. True. So when I pay my sub, I pay my sub however they want to get paid. They want a check. I actually had a subcontractor who wanted me to send them a check. I was like, "You want you want me to mail you a check? Like, you want a check?" They wanted a check. So, I sent them a check. Some subcontractors and most of them, I pay ACH through ACH. You know, they fill out their bank account information, I have them and my bank pays them ACH when I send the payment. If they want it, I don't do cash because I'm not in their state, but if your subcontractor wants a money order, pay them in a money order if you can do it. Now, if you send a money order through the mail and they get lost, that wouldn't be smart. But you pay your subcontractor how they want to be paid. That's a really good question. Thank you for asking. All right. Any other question? Let me check my TikTok. Scroll. Let me see if question. Oh, that's AI. Okay, okay. When did I start being in the chat? Okay, I'll send no questions from TikTok. Okay, no questions from TikTok. Let me see YouTube. Okay, you good? True. Okay, True is good. Um, let me see if I can. Oh no, I don't see an Instagram. Sorry, if you're watching me on Instagram, I can't see the comments. I know StreamYard don't always show comments or so. All right, guys, that's it. Joining me. Remember, like, subscribe, and follow to this channel. We'll be going live every single week. We'll be discussing government contracting, and topics will be different. So please, 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 I am here to answer your questions, here to get you excited about becoming a federal concierge. Think about the possibilities that can happen. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and come back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. 8, 8, 8, at 8 p.m. to I haven't even on board. To watch me live this week. I would really appreciate it. All right, guys. All right. So with that being said, I gotta do this. I gotta voice a little cheapy cheap on board. Um thank you. I will see y'all later, guys. Have a good night. I hope I brought something to your attention. And I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, good night, everyone.